valuable there. But JJ getting invaded by Kanavi. Red versus red. JJ finishes the buff, though. Did he actually see Kanavi? I'm not even sure if he dipped in time. Kanavi chasing him underneath the tower, not willing to let this one go for now. He's happy to go for the 1v1 and does get the big crook. JJ now turning this one into a fight. Knocked up 1v1 between the junglers, both on duelist. Scout moving over. JJ low on HP, trying to escape. Flashes the shock blast, gets first blood. And now 369 in trouble. Bubble over the wall as well. But it's 2 for EDG. And Yagao is sent packing. Falling too far behind. And I love the confidence from Kanavi to still go for that Scuttle Crab and go, you know what, I've got help from my team. Missing! It's gonna pull! Oh, Mako goes too far underneath the tower. Flash forward from LPC to get the 2v2. Oh, Scout's waiting in the brush. Flanger pretending to overextend. Kanavi, he's been read like a book. He's been played like a fiddle at EDG. They're just too big brain. Into these side lanes as a duo with his mid laner, so see a little bit of that as he moves towards the bottom side of the map here. Mako and Viper trying to bait it, but they've got Yagao moving over as well. This could be a JDG play as Mako low on HP already, but he's tanky on this Leona. Walks into the brush to keep himself alive, and EDG staying grouped as a cluster. Beautiful team fighting here as JJ goes in to finish them. Viper's there. It's a second for the jungler, and JDG forced away once more. Has been just completely out mind game.
And I mean,
Yagao has actually pulled JJ under the tower, but that might not be the best play against a Lee Sin who can then kick you. JJ's in trouble though. The shutdown could be a 3 down on this tower. Flandre's moving in as well. JJ looking for a flank. Yagao could be in trouble. The flash tippers is in, and JJ with his 5th. There's a bonus one. Flandre gets a little bit of something for his trouble.
Right? Like, the whole theory behind why we're seeing the bot lane scope is because, look, you can't actually... Oh, hang on, Mako.
Bit of a catch on Mako, but he is tanky. He is playing Leona at the end of the day. Viper moves in, but Viper doesn't have any mana to work with. Missing low on HP. LPC trying to go for a 1v3 at this point, but Mako's made it out. And now Viper can look to finish off LPC. In goes Scout. And just everything JDG tries gets so close.
Get into bushes. Use that to their advantage where people think they're safe, but use that information against them.
We come out of the replay and Yagao's already dead. Top side as well. Trying to move in onto 369. Kanavi is there with him, but it's a 3v2 in favor of EDG, and it's just plenty more easy kills. Scout no longer 100%. That's a small win for JDG, I guess, as Kanavi is going to fall down as well. And it doesn't feel like JDG have anything they can do about this one. And you have to wonder, was this JDG getting read by EDG? Was this just both teams trying to make a play at the same time? But chat, this is a new version of their roster. You've got to give them time. But this is the hardest match they can have all year. It's their first game. They have got to pick onto Mako, though. And a tower elsewhere as well. So a little bit of bonus goal for JJ. Trying to finish some kills here. Kanavi will answer for his crimes, and it becomes a 1-for-1.
It's a desperation, though, from JDG, because as you can see, you've still got Rift Herald taking that tier 2 top side, and they're going for more! There's just nothing left!
They just won't stop. JJ is a man possessed. He just will not let them leave.
Play around bot lane, the big brain, Viper, Mako, the 2v2. He'll get one for himself here, it looks like.
He could flash, but LPC also has his flash available. Actually staying for the 1v1. I'm not sure that was the correct play. Viper finishes him off, and now Flandre in a 1v2, but he just flashes on out and he's safe. Viper is not in the right spot on the map here, going underneath the inhib tower. He is making an impact. He's making an impact on LPC's mental at this point. Oh no, the Q went so slightly wide. Oh, he still gets the kick, and there's the tippers as well. I hate that you can do this. Like, look how little damage he took. That's a full accelerated shock blast from a level 2 to a level 12 chase. Oh, he just gets battered back into the rise and finished off. That is just unfortunate for 369. And now a solar flare goes down to the bottom side. Viper finishes off missing and opens the curtains for more. I don't think you'll find much.
Right, it's like, hey, we're gonna build Mana Moon 8, ready to Q. Missing?
Missing is the type of ping that is required for this situation. That's all that's happening here. Scouts found him, Viper's found him. Missing knows it's over. The quickness has been used, and well, in this game, Engage coming in the mid lane. Flash forward. Flandre gets him with the Tibbers, and it's JJ to pick up the kill. Shock blast in from the side. And EDG just continue to style on the remains of JDG.
Well, looks like we're going to be seeing a few more anti-bans potentially going into our games in LPL as Flandre bringing out the new champion, styling on JDG. Nexus turrets under fire, but there is only the counter minion at the moment.
Yeah, but there'll be more. There'll be more. Reinforcements are on the way, Hector. That's one tower going down. Viper, Gale forces forward to try and finish off Yagao. And now they engage quickness onto the whole team, but kicked away by JJ, who goes in, follows underneath the tower. Huge damage, though. Maybe a fight for JDG. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Kanavi's going to be hit by the full shot. The whole team's onto the fountain, and they've been annihilated. 369 making the paycheck worth it as he gets a double kill. Oh dear, EDG, they don't want to end it just yet. They're having a bit of fun.
I love the way Viper's just like, what are you doing, lads? There's objective penalties. They get going back, but I mean, even with all that, they still can't catch Scout or Viper. They would have loved that massive shutdown, but EDG take two should be a little bit more successful. There's no realm war for Scout.
I'm ready for another. I'm ready for them to just wait for the cooldown. In they go. It's going to be Kanavi trying to start the fight off, but the rest of the team not so interested. Quickness on the back line. In goes LPC. Is Viper going to go down? That's an 80 carry kill for JDG. I mean, it doesn't matter, but hey, that's twice now LPC's killed the enemy bot lane, so thumbs up for LPC and missing. I like what I'm seeing out of the bottom lane. It may not be
they're going again.
Oh, they're doing it again! They just have no chill. EDG, these guys have families. Come on. The Nexus will fall 29-9. EDG are back, baby. It's good to see that, you know, we're in a new season, it's a new year, but it doesn't matter. That strategy's still going to come true as Viper could be in trouble. And Mako actually manages to block the Zenith Blade there. Goes underneath the tower himself, but he'll go down for first blood. And the root comes down onto missing. It's not enough from Viper. Very nicely done by JDG, if I remember correctly. So it's good to see JDG existing in this one. EDG start themselves a Herald off, but look where 369 is. He's level 7. He has his ulti. LPC moving in as well. It's time to make a play from JDG. 2000 on the Herald. 369 flashing forward, but the personal space fears him. He's rooted, but he still gets a kill anyway. 1-for-1 as the reset comes through from Scout. I believe Kanavi be in trouble next, but he has his ulti to keep him alive, and Yagao finds the bubble. And it's beautifully done by JDG as they get themselves a Herald and a couple more kills.
I don't think they actually got the Herald. I think JJ smited that right as he went down, and it's actually Flandre who managed to pick that up on the top side.
Crash a wave. That's a lot of gold going over to a Vladimir. I don't know if that's good in the grand scheme of things for JDG, but here we go. 2v2 in the bottom side. On to Viper they go. Cleanse is nowhere near enough, and LPC wants a bit more. The double kill against Viper and Mako. That's how you make an entrance.
And here comes JJ.
Time to make a play on the top side. 369's in trouble. Does have Slicing Maelstrom, though. It's hard to dive a cannon a lot of the time. Stun comes down onto Flandre, but he is Vladimir at the end of the day, so he turns into a puddle, and everything's okay.
Which they did, but as they're putting those resources, but EDG answer with Flandre's positioning top, and now Flandre.
Oh, but the little kid answers back. It's Flandre who's being bullied, turns into a puddle, but that's all he'll be. Is 369 finishes him off and gets revenge. He stands strong for the little guys everywhere. Not exactly known as that a late game hyper carry, much more known for the mid game. So it feels like JDG do need to start putting their foot down, and this Herald in the mid lane will certainly help them do that. So they take a tier 1 for themselves. They'll look for an extra charge onto the tier 2. JJ really wants to hit that
though.
eye, but he won't be able to. Uh-oh,
Look
we're
at
past
Flandre.
14 minutes. Flandre's behind the enemy team. Rocket Belt in. There's a big ulti onto everybody, but it looks like it'll just be 2 for now. But 2 is better than none. Kanavi will keep himself alive with his ulti, but the fear comes on in. Zoe over the wall. Yagao trying to turn it around, but it's a double kill for Viper, and a boot to the face for 369, then pulled in on the anchor and shut down by the shadows. The scout. Beautifully done by EDG.
Sure that they can spot where Flandre is coming from, but with no vision in the area, no control, Viper's dead!
Yeah. And it does feel like both teams quite have to go for a fight in this one. A lot of big ultis as JDG going to be locked up to start this one off, but it's actually huge damage as LPC finds one already in the fight, and he's got his style points. He's ready to ulti if he can find a target. Mako low, finished off by 369, and now it's Flandre on the front line, has to use the cleanse, turns into a puddle, and it will save his life for the time being. Now a curtain call as they try and get some kills on the exit. EDG looking for anything, but finding nothing.
A good amount of health bars. A lot of the poke is starting to come out from Scout though, and they do need to be careful. This could be dangerous, especially if Flandre can get in, but with no ultimate, it looks like EDG are afraid to try and go in.
It's looking like there's going to be a lot of channel points being thrown around at the end of this one as JDG in prime position. They're on the Baron. 5k left as Flandre tries to move in. Kanavi jumps forward, but a bit of personal space is granted by Scout. The puddle, nothing works for JDG. Everything's denied, and Flandre goes in. It's EDG sweeping them up. Never mind the channel points. I was totally wrong. EDG are back on top.
Impeccable play from EDG. 369's trying to hide, make sure he can get that big ult, and they just outplay it so well. And now it's EDG on the Baron. Now it's EDG with control of this game, and they can look to once more close this out in a 2-0 fashion. But
Edge on 10 stacks as well. Not to mention his boots, of course. He's feeling real strong, and Vex, when you get a few items, starts to blow people up. So when we see that ulti hitting, that will lead to kills. But a curtain call will be the ulti we're talking about now, as Yagao's been caught and there's no way out. A couple more caught on the wrong side of the map. This is 9. He's found a sneaky way into the brush, but I think he must have gone past that control wall to get there. Goes for the slice of Maelstrom anyway, but Viper flashes away, and 369, you know, take the top esports out of 369. He's gonna make the mojo plays, and they may not be good, but I love him anyway, you know. You gotta respect that. It's an inhib down in the mid lane for EDG, as JDG looking for a couple of picks if they can find them, but Neverfrost, all of the CC coming down onto Kanavi. His ulti will keep him safe for the time being as JDG look for a little bit more engage onto the team, and it's Scout to go down first. Kanavi retreating low on HP as the rest of the team try to follow it up. LPC spinning around, but EDG somehow are coming out on top, and JJ, can he carry the fight? Flandre's alongside him as Mako's gone down, and actually, up on the top side, 369 gets 2 for himself, and suddenly, it's all flipped on its head once more. For EDG, and they can move up towards this Baron that we talked about before. TP coming through. It's Scout behind enemy lines here, missing, trying to start the fight. This 369 might be able to stop Scout joining the fray. Shadows needs to come on through, but Scout's just stunned up. He can't get into the play, but personal space saves the day. Fears across the team, and he strikes fear into the heart of any JDG fans at home. JJ looking to chase down Yagao, who's just desperately fleeing with his tail between his legs. Oh, the TP isn't going to be cancelled. There's no kick available, and it means Yagao gets out with his life, but that's all he's got. Oh,
yeah, it doesn't look like 369 would be getting the
36. What is that damage? Almost finishes both of them, but he hasn't finished the Void Staff. If that Void Staff is finished, I think that's a double kill, but it wasn't meant to be. We'll call that a 6. It's not quite a 3. We'll call that a 6. 7 kills for 369. He has now finished that Void Staff. He's got healing reduction. If he can get onto Viper, this is still fightable for JDG. That's a very deep TP. It's going to take him a long time to get in the fight, but it doesn't matter because Flandre has run it down. And now 369 is behind 3 of them. This is the moment for JDG. And 369 sets it up, but actually couldn't do the damage. And now EDG are back in. Scout is doing it. LPC spinning around, but he can't quite finish the kills off. The curtain call comes through. How the hell did EDG win that?
that's just not fair. That was so well orchestrated from JDG. The deep flank, the pick of Flandre. But EDG, they're just too far ahead. And the wave is there, Munch. This is it.
That's going to be that. It's a bit of a heartbreaker for JD. Oh, the in-him response. I think it's still going to be the end of the game. It's a heartbreaker for JDG. After that fight looked so good. He got the 3-man ulti. It felt like that was going to be it. But no Zhonya's, no stopwatch.
There it is,
It's
right
already kicked off. That's the kind of mojo I'm talking about. It's going to be 2 kills, 3 kills gone down. It's a 2-1 in favor of LGD, and it's a hell of a start to the match. We did see some pings on towards the chickens on the top side. Shadow's been slowed, though. Undertow coming on through. Forge trying to follow up, and a flash forced out from Shadow. He could have gone up towards that top side, but looking to contest and now jumping on Xiaohao instead. Yeg moving over as well. Chaos Storm actually goes wide. That's a bit of a disaster for him as Forge now level 6 will have a lot of damage available. Chains come on in. Chocho to follow up and an Undertow to finish it all off. Xiaohao with another kill. 2-2 on the scoreboard now as the flash forward to cue the minion. Jin Chao, it's a disaster. To get a reset. Doesn't look like it. Forge moves in. He's got a bit of honey fruit. That'll have to do it for now. Chocho stepping in to try and get control. Fearless is there. In they go. Zenith Blade there. ZDZ jumping in as well. And immediately Shadow is blown up. But it's actually Victor to proc the eye and finish off the Herald. Now ulti comes out from ZDZ. He'll go down. Double kill for Yeji. The question is if they can actually still contest the streaks and still go for that. The fact that there's no mythic on Eric could be a big thing. There's a double chain though onto Yeji and a dive. Xiaohao cares not. Flashing underneath the tower. Shadow trying to finish him off. Rocket goes wide, but it's answered by Shadow to get one for himself. And I think that was a shutdown as well, but it might have already gone. But that should be potentially Drake for LGD. This Forge actually goes back in. Shadow happy to go for a 2v1 here. Chocho really not adding much to the formula at this point in game. A bit more damage coming down. Solar Flare. Shadow's underneath the tower, but a bit of damage reduction there. As in goes Fearless for more. Chocho low. And Fearless with a double kill. That's 3 on the board.
200 health for double that amount of gold.
Yeah. Shadow is going 1v3 here. Another questionable decision. There's a rocket. Is it the season finale or what? Because that's a lot of damage. Chocho flashes away. Fearless behind them, and he's fed as all hell. Look at that damage as the Ziggs goes down. 2 more for Fearless. 5 kills on the board. And Yeg is chasing him down. I was trying to think of a rhyme for running that ends in egg, but
anyone legend behind themselves, it feels like a no-brainer for LGD to just try and see if they can sneak Fairness in and start picking off members of anyone's legend as they start up this track.
Feels so weird to see 3 teleports channeled for a dragon fight, but all within their own territory, just to get players over there without any significant split push threat. Here we go. Anyone's legend on the dragon. Start things off. 5 men strong, grouped up together here. But you got to keep your eyes on Eric, on Yeji, because they're going to have a lot of AoE damage. There's a solar flare going on Jin Chao, trying to disengage on this form, trying to block the damage. He's doing a good job of it. In goes Fearless to the back line as well, and it feels like LGD are winning out so far. Drake low on HP, and it's taken down. LGD still going strong, only losing 1 member, and Eric's got excited, and he's looking for more kills. That's a zap. Bomb's coming over. Betty can't quite finish the kills, and he's taken down by Fearless, who wants himself a couple more, wants himself that triple kill. ZDZ trying to escape though, and it looks like he will get away with it.
Yeah, Fearless not quite able to land. Firing on all cylinders here for LG.
Yeah, and not even the chickens are allowed at this point for Xiaohao. He's kind of lost control of this game. ZDZ trying to find a way in, but blocked by the ulti coming out from Shadow. Nicely done here by LGD to maintain control, but then disengage and not over push. I say that though, Solar Flare goes in, as does the rest of Leona. Chocho trying to make the play happen. Shadow still surviving, but taken down finally. And here comes Fearless on the flank. He's TP'd behind the enemy team, closed on by ZDZ, but the rocket is beautiful. And that's going to be 3 going down. And forget the Baron. They're just looking for towers.
Yeah, 1,000 gold shutdown goes the way of ZDZ, but honestly, it's all LGD. They're moving in. Excited Jinx should be able to take down this inhibitor turret. Need the next wave so then they can go for the inhibitor. Is Forge trying to see if he can pick someone off?
Spoilers, he can't. Oh, he can! I was wrong! Oh, this subverted your expectations. That's great storytelling right there.
We got a Baron munch.
Oh, let's go. The absolute legends have just decided to kick it off. They're trying to 50-50 the Baron, and they might just do it, but it's... Oh, wait, no, it's not stolen. It was yellow. How am I meant to tell? Huge fight, though, for LGD, as everyone is wiped off of the map. They got the Baron, but at what cost is the question? Yeg with a double kill, and Eric moves up to the mid lane. It's still only a 2 for 3, though, so still positive, I would say. Yeah. A long time when Baron's not in play.
Yeah, G caught out of position.
Yeah, this is not looking good for him, but then again, maybe it is, because here comes Powder. Eric with 1. Can he turn it into more? Because he's very lonely on the map right now. Xiao Hao is damn tanky. Forge goes in. Jin Zhao trying to protect his AD carry. Will he be able to, though? The bomb comes in to finish him off. Shadow is here for the damage, though. Jin Zhao getting the stun onto one member. They're not quite on the same page, though. Forge now collapsed upon. Is Shadow trying to finish these kills off? Forge jumps back, trying to escape, trying to keep himself alive. Pot taken away, but there's just no way out. Shadow finishes him off, and now Betty's been found by Fearless. Everything's kicking off everywhere on the map. Fearless finishes the Ziggs. It's chaotic, but it's a win for LGD nonetheless. Legend have run to the mid lane. They're going to forego Infernal Soul. I don't think that's the call, guys. ZDZ has just suicided into the play. What am I witnessing? Dagda, anyone's Legend. I'm speechless.
Going to be able to set up beautifully, and they walk away.
Can they not count? You can press tab, there's a timer. It tells you how long until the Drake. Here we go. Fight in the jungle. There's Xiao Hao has to back away from this one. LGD, they're like, well, we've got Infernal Soul. We're happy to fight you, so let's just start Baron. Force you guys to come to us. Yeg moving forwards. Chaos Storm available here. Has to use his Zhonya's very early on in this fight. Rocket goes wide. Maybe a fight that's going the way of anyone's Legend so far, but the Chaos Storm doing a lot of work here, and Fairness survives. Eric still going strong, still with a GA. Barely any HP, but LGD somehow get away with 4 people.
Yeah, they'll be able to back away, but LGD got what they came for. Right? Like, even if they don't get Baron, that was kind of the cherry on top. They got the Infernal Soul there. Very much at late game, and I don't want to watch this again. This was stupid. This was just real stupid.
They obviously thought that LGD weren't there, because LGD went through the bottom tri-brush. They must have just not realized that LGD were in position to be able to get the Drake. That's the only logical conclusion. As the Baron is going to be taken by LGD. Well, so is the entire game back there. That's okay.
Never mind.
There was an attempt. There was an attempt for Forge. Oh, the flash for the Chaos Storm. Yeg is like, this is how you make the aggressive play, buddy. This is how you mid lane. Eric just keeping him on the fountain. And that is surely game at this point. The inhib goes down. They've got 1 cannon, so it's going to be difficult for them to push for more until they get into the wave. More waves are coming. I don't know if this is a 2v5 that you guys want to take anyone's Legend, but they've decided they're going for it. 2 more go down, and that will finally be the game. LGD 1-0 over anyone's Legend.
I think
lot of memes in chat about Arcane, right? I know Arcane's a big meme right now, but it's a big coincidence that suddenly Victor, Jinx, and Jace are all meta immediately after that show. Eric is in big trouble here. Betty's just pushing forward. He's looking for 2 kills on this one. There's first blood. Jin Zhao, the next target, as Chocho moves forward. Once again, waiting for that CC to come off of cooldown. And with a Calibrum to boot, it's a double kill for Betty. It's easy pickings.
This is Shadow, though. Face checks.
Oh, Xiaohao's real low on HP, and Forge realizes he's got to get out and dodge, but the shockwave ruins everything. And suddenly he goes down. Now this Drake chunking out the whole squad of AL as they jump on in. Chocho looking for more. There's one. As Yet goes down, and it's Chocho low on HP. Shadow finishes yet another one off. This is pure chaos on the Rift, but Betty is here. He already had 2 kills for himself, but it won't matter as Eric finishes him off. And now looking for Chocho as well. One more auto would do the trick. A zap, anything would finish him off. The zap finds it. The slow is there, but no chase from Eric. Will not finish the kill.
Should have been a victory for anyone's legend, right? You're playing.
Oh, that shockwave was perfect. Pulls him as far back as possible. But Chocho is in the perfect place at the perfect time. Eric's in trouble, though. That's going to be an ulti under the tower from Betty. And about 1 billion shuriken to boot. Xiaohao flies in from the side, finishes that kill off. Very nicely done by AL.
At least now, righting some of the wrongs that we just saw.
Ennis maybe looking for an all-in on this top side as well. Drops a ward in the brush. That's signaling that he wants to go for this one. Slicing Maelstrom available. Another stun will come down. ZDZ's in trouble. And Shadow's there to head him off as well. ZDZ with nowhere to run. Each jungler making plays on opposite sides of the map as Fairness picks up the kill. But the blue denied there as Betty has stepped way too far forward here. He's in a 2v1. The Flame Choppers weren't lined, but I don't think it'll matter. But Betty gets a lot of life still. Gale forces in, but Eric has a Lulu, so it just doesn't matter. Betty goes down to a zap.
Yeah, very rare. There's a lot of anyone's Legends members coming down, and JDG here.
Shockwave comes through. Bit of damage answered though as the Moonlight Vigil goes a little wide on this one, but still working for AL so far. Staying grouped as before. Shadow trying to finish off the kill on Xiaohao, but he cannot close the gap. And it'll be 2 more for anyone's Legend, and it feels like LGD a little out of sorts in this game, not managing to make it work like they did in game number 1. And now trying to get chased down. Forge over the wall has a blast cone, and he's got 2 sitting ducks at the other side of the wall. The Rune Prism is there. And you see Xiaohao trying to steal the kill at the end, but it's a double for Forge.
Yeah, and this is now pretty large.
Shadow, I think he knows something's up here because everybody suddenly vanished around the Baron area. Let's take another look. Oh, they're on the Baron. Who could have guessed it? Absolute Legends gonna have to be forced away there. And it was a legendary attempt. You got to give him that, but it's not going to work out for now.
Fairness going forward, but no ultimates, and he's dead.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Just gets pulled and finished off. Big shock blast, but a shockwave to answer it as well. And now 3 versus 5 here, but Eric's still alive. That's crucial as Betty flashes forward, trying to finish these members off. Doesn't really have the damage to do it. Doesn't have the range to do it either. What? Oh, big shock blast. Nearly finishes off Jin Zhao. Maybe this is the opportunity for the Baron after all.
You're still going to end up with a 50-50 though, right? Because Shadow is still here, has flash to get into the pit. I'm not sure. Eric should have a ward that he can place down. Still has the blue trinket as well. So there's a lot of ways for Shadow to get in here and steal this away. I'm not sure if anyone's Legend want to risk the 50-50. And even the poke that Eric can have over the wall, yeah, looks like they're just going to back away.
You know, I'm going completely.
We're back to Baron Munch. There is no other place on the map. Lanes don't exist. Dragon doesn't exist. It's all about this Baron.
Look, they haven't died doing it yet, have they? So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It hasn't lost them the game yet, so it must be okay. They're going to keep committing here. There is complete vision here for LGD. They've got an Orianna ball. They've got Undertoast as well. Here we go. AL trying to force the fight in the meantime. Baron down to 2 games. Oh, the damage from Betty is unbelievable. And a Realm Warp to finish it off as well. There's one for Xiaohao. They got the Baron and they got 4 kills. Sod your analysis, Dagda. It was the perfect play.
As long as Eric isn't there, a 4 versus 5 is fine. And Eric, what are you doing, buddy? They're just gone.
No comment.
They just pop them.
No comment.
Munch, I think that's game.
It might well be. They've got Baron to keep this wave alive. They've got a good 20 seconds on everyone. They can push real quick. And after stalling out for like a solid 10 minutes, not knowing how to push this forward, AL suddenly just get themselves a Baron and end the game like that. And you know what? We're going to 3.
I would just bring up like Lord of the Rings.
This is what I got to work with, guys. This is what I got to work with.
Look, my roast is already up on the Twitter. I've got video evidence. You congratulate yourself.
Thank you. I have. I'm Obama meddling myself right now.
No, I meant
that
you.
Sounds,
you say good job, Joe. You congratulate yourself on jokes. Not you should congratulate yourself.
Oh no, it's too late. It's been said now. Here we go. Slice of Maelstrom in the top side. Fearless stranded 2v1, but a good stun comes through from CDZ. And nicely done there. Good gank from Xiao Hao.
Looks like Xiao isn't sticking around for that rip chair. Wants to make sure his bot lane can be safe.
Chocho only flashes forward every single game. I love watching this guy play. Here we go, Forge behind the team, but so is Shadow trying to jump onto Betty, trying to finish these kills, but it's Eric to go down first. Chocho falls at the same time. Shadow now the target as Betty is wailing away, and Forge gets another double buff in his pocket and a double kill to boot. Jumps in front, but can't quite block the anchor. That is a bit of a heartbreaker for him, but he will survive. Shuriken's out to safety, and a kill for Betty no less. Beautifully done here by AL. Betty goes from half to full HP again from the Moonlight Vigil. Eric's in trouble as it's Xiao Hao trying to finish him off. The ulti is going to do it as well. That is some damage from Xiao. To be a little cautious, but I don't think this is a position where LGD can really set up a dive, at least for the time being. And Camille, awfully difficult to gank because of the hook shot wall dive. Let's see if he can escape, though. The ulti comes on through first. Beautifully done, but the dot is there. It's enough. The bleed coming out from Shadow will finish him off. I thought he got away with that.
Just ignore before the opponent even answers for your own matchup. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. Although, as I say that,
a lot of shurikens for Betty right here. Gale Force in. Fearless finished off. Betty going aggro there. Beautifully done with the Gale Force auto. Babe, try for the man.
It will be said. Oh, Eric, he's gone.
What?
He's out of there. Long range with the Calibrum. Gets the extra shot.
Good shot from Eric, but
oh, Betty.
Not enough. Betty is tanking tower in mid lane, and now he's getting TP'd on. He's getting knocked up by a death charge, and he's getting a kill donated over to Eric here. I'm not entirely sure what happened for Betty to be stood where he was stood, but it was not push the leads when they have.
GG now group to mid, though. They will get terror, but Betty.
Oh, great hook. The knockup will come through. Betty goes down. 1-for-1. This, we've got Shadow on the backline as well. Chocho trying to escape, but taken down by the Blade. ZDZ in the backline as Forge trying to do some damage. He's invisible. He's in the middle of everyone. Has he got the damage to finish anyone off, though? ZDZ managed to get one. Goes down for his trouble. Collateral damage to finish that one. Is Eric chasing on through as Zap would do the job. Get the slow and chase him on, but can't quite find his mark. And LGD find themselves a fight, but narrowly.
If anyone legends start to walk towards him, that could help out.
LGD grouped in the jungle, but Forge is behind him. Actually has to use his ulti just to keep himself safe for the time being, and won't be able to get the second proc of it off. But does buy river control right now for AL. It is a big ulti on cooldown, and collateral damage used as well, but at least they have control. 10 seconds until this Drake comes up, and now it's LGD that have to somehow contest this one. We saw this in game number 1. LGD got the 4th Drake for free. They cannot afford for the opposite to happen here in game number 3. But it's gonna happen. They haven't walked in. I don't know why no one's contesting Drakes today, but it's a Hextech Soul for AL. And surely a fight off the back of it. An Infernum on top of the Lightning. And Lightning answers Lightning, but it's not quite enough to finish the kills. 2 more for AL. And Shadow having a good game on this Talon, but feels like Talon's days are numbered here as he's caught in the jungle. Won't be able to finish that kill off, and just just goes down for his trouble. And well, the enemy jungle has been caught, so I guess AL just get themselves a free Baron.
ZDZ's been caught, so question mark?
Oh, it's been warded as well, so he can't take that Lantern there. Does have a stopwatch. It's 1-for-1 here. But if he doesn't get there soon, it's just going to be burst down because we've got the Crescendo available for Betty, so he will be able to do a lot of damage to this Baron very, very quickly. Shadow does not currently have vision. He's just going to have to wing it as Jin Jiao goes in, but Betty with a very nice flash. They're just going to finish the Baron, and Shadow could not get the steal. And now in the back line, slicing Maelstrom as 2 men from AL are here, but in goes the Moonlight Vigil, and Forge there to finish the kills off as well. And now they truly are absolute legends.
And it's anyone's... I was gonna say it's anyone's game, but it's really not. It's anyone's Legends game here, and they should be able to push this in. Baron up creeps behind them, and with 30 to 20 second death timers, you still have the Aphelios here. That should be it.
Oh, it's a magical thing to see. As soon as you hit that 28-minute mark, AL apparently just win games like that. They mind control the enemy into fighting them in a 5v5 that's not winnable and just obliterate them. It's beautiful to see. 2-1 in the end in favor of anyone's Legends after LGD came in swinging as well.
Zora, who starts this one off, sees everybody, flashes away immediately because they know they're going to get hit by the Deadly Flourish, and then they just kind of re-engage on it. I feel like Zora should just walk away. They know that they're there.
Yeah, I mean, it's playing a lot of dangerous games. You can see they felt like Shan was going to face check. They could find the opportunity to turn it around. Unfortunately, the thing is, Zora is the one who is actually the strongest level 1.
Already Tien moving down towards this bot side, trying to make something work for him. He knows there's no flashes. The Deadly Flourish lands, and it's tit for tat, easy as that. That is how easy it is to kill a Lux in this bot side when they have it.
Powerful tool, and he isn't spotted yet. This should just be an easy kill.
They should be able to get minimum summoners as well. They are going to see Jackie Love getting sped up. He gets knocked up as well. They both flash at the same time, but the binding has hit, and that's exactly what you want to be seeing there from the Rare Adam bot side. They will pick up 1 kill, maybe even 2. Do they have the damage? They do, and they get the double. Caitlyn with 2 kills there. Great response here from Rare Adam. Exactly where he is.
If he still goes for it. Oh, this could be bad.
This is very bad. They flash forward, light binding the kick. The core drinker, not enough to keep him alive. They will get Zora very, very low. Now flash in, and Jackie Love gets knocked up. They're trying to jump on the show, and they will burn both flashes and the summoners off of Top Esports. Very risky. The jungler and mid laner of Top Esports not on the same page, but now Zoom in a little bit of trouble. He just gets deleted off of the map. Rare Adam are coming out trumps here, and now we can see Leyen jumping in onto Jackie Love. Does not get the Prowler's Call to get the knock-up just yet. Is going to have to flash away. The turret goes down. That's all they really wanted, but TP is being committed. The Curtain Call comes in. They're not going to be able to land the Vantra Q, but that's a lot of damage, and there's Zoom flashing in. Gets himself the Slicing Maelstrom. They will not get an answer call, and that's going to be 2 quick kills going over, and they're not done just yet. Top Esports get themselves a 3rd, and they're pushing RA all the way back, right into their own jungle, right underneath their own towers. The flash kick, excuse me, the ward hop kick. You still have the W. They still want this kill. He's got the Immortal Shield Bow. Can he trade it back? He will eventually, but a 4-for-1 is definitely in favor of Top Esports.
So every single dragon, it's available on the same cooldown. So you can just frequently pick that up, and we should see the soon, but Zora might be in trouble.
Sure. He might be in a little bit of trouble. They're investing a lot here to try and kill this Lux. They will get it, but that was a flash from the Karma. It was a Gale Force TP from Zoom. They're going to look to try and maybe turn this into a Baron. to try and go for this one. They've got the Baron down to about 2,000 HP. Top Esports, they back off of the objective. So yes, they bait out the 2 teleports, but they don't gain any objective from it. Now the curtain call comes in, has to be immediately cancelled as Jackie Love realizes he's just in a bad situation. And they're being pintered. Look at these health bars, they're going down so low. Zoom has to get himself away. You can see Knight has already been taken down, does get the Chaos Storm over, so Leon will have to flash away to keep his own life. Zhou, with no flash, will also follow in that line, and this is just disaster for Top Esports, and now after baiting the Baron, they might lose the Baron. Strife, for some reason, just got caught. Just as I praise him, he decides to get himself caught out. Now Zoom, he's going to try and get in on the backside of this. He does pop himself out with the ultimate and gets the kill off of the Zora, but not really a priority target. You can see now, iBoy just moving forward, pushing in to try and make sure to get the trade back. They will get it on top of Gwen, and that's Q picking up a kill. Now, this Gwen is here to stay and here to make some serious damage. This turret is but a hair's breadth away from falling. It does go down. That's all your tier 2s now, all your...
There's a Tien on the flank, but see
they
what he can
see
do.
him. They know exactly where he is. They know exactly what he's trying to do, so they're just going to try and keep themselves alive. That's a good tunnel from Leanne to buffer the stun of the Deadly Flourish. They're just turning back on top of this, but iBoy's a little bit separated. He flashes in. Tien does not get the exact kick he wants. Great damage there from the ultimate from Lux, and this is going to be the game. There's nothing that TES can do about it. They're just going to be pushed away. Going in with the Gale Force and the flash. iBoy picks up 2, and that's going to be Rare Adam breaking open the base, and with Baron still going and 3 people left to defend, Rare Adam are going to be able to take this scalp.
Just really well executed from Rare Adam. They find the flank, they defend from Tien, and they're able to answer. Looks like 3 left looking to defend from Top Esports, but it just won't be enough.
It's just not enough. There is just too much damage. Double kill, triple kill. It's a full house with trips on dubs. And I still think a flash for an AD carry off a flash of a support is still worth it in the long run. iBoy tried to dodge that bouncing bomb, but doesn't get it. Knight now gonna get first strikes. They will stop the vision going down. They're trying to delay this one as much as they possibly can, waiting for that Glacial Augment to come back up. They're going to go in, try and just go for something here, but Zora goes a little bit too deep on this one. The spin to win coming in here from Knight. The red buff is still proc. The red buff is still doing damage. It's like a 5th man here for Top Esports. What is going on in this early game? There's going to be a smite fight, a smite war to try and get this first blood. It does not go over to Top Esports. They do not get level 2. They do not get anything from this. The red buff isn't enough to bring down Tien. It is not. But first blood to RA, and they get the red buff. Oh, this is disaster for Top Esports, but revelations for Rare Adam. Time for this team to really make it come together.
And that's the crazy thing. The Domestic Cup was wicked. Oh,
here we go. There's the second. Yep. He's dead. Zora's dead. There's nothing you can do. The satchel was used. They're going to actually try and just delay this one as long as it's taken them a long time. They wanted to give it to Jackie Love. They will have at this
point. Now these teams have done it here, but a big factor is we now have a level 6. Oh,
they're not level 6. They have the package. Tien has to flash over the wall. He has got the Heartbreaker, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. He doesn't even use it in the end, and that's going to be the Rift Herald. That's another kill. RA are just reading.
1-3-1 is an option, but for now things are looking pretty dire.
Yeah, oh, flash over. They're going to get the full CC down, and Strife is dead.
Flash. A little bit of a whiff.
Yeah, a little bit of a whiff. And speaking of whiffs, Cube gets heartbroken down, so he's going to get... Should go down without, you know, basically an auto attack and a satchel charge from Jackie Love, but he doesn't want to risk getting too close to the tower. Everyone now moving in. The Dragon is live and has been started. They're going to drop the Rift Herald into mid to try and create some pressure. I don't think Rare Adam are going to be here in time. And with that Chem Fog, it's just so difficult for you to walk in. You just don't know exactly where everyone is. Flash forward, the hook lands, but you're a bit by yourself there, Zhou. You can't really survive all this burst, and he will fall. They flash in. They're going to try and stop the Gwen. We can see now that Zora does go golden himself. Now he can try and keep himself alive. It's a fight on 2 fronts. Is now the Corki is trying to keep himself away and alive from this Tryndamere, who flashes over the wall, gets the crit down, and will be able to get that kill as well. It's then all said and done. It's a 3 for 3. Sorry. that. Jackie Love,
Oh,
he doesn't
no.
have flash, and there's Zora. He's on the backside. Ooh, okay, misses out on one, but it does not matter. They should be able to clean up this quick kill. Now it's a 4v2, 4v3 soon to be. As we can see now, Zora does get taken out, but they're taking out the Nautilus as well. 4v2, can the Tryndamere and the Gwen do a lot? Yes, they can. iBoy flashes away. That Undying Rage is just so good.
Wasn't available, and so as a result, even though this looks favorable for RA at the start, it does fall off quickly. And yeah, not sure what the game plan was there. It's a lot more difficult to fight. Remember, a lot of melee champions on top esports, that package, that burn, makes it hard for them to approach. But look at this from Zoom.
Here we go. Zoom trying to get in. He's going to find Zora, but he doesn't quite find anybody else. He'll pop up with his needlework. Nearly kills Leanne. So that's going to guarantee the Dragon. They will find Zora, who does get a good ult down to try and keep himself alive. They're trying to jump back on top of this. Knight now has to back himself away. He will pop his Undying Rage because he was about to get popped by the Kai'Sa, who went straight onto the backside. And what happened, Leanne? You got caught out. You didn't need to go back in. And that's going to guarantee another Chem Dragon going over to the side of Top Esports. It's only a 1 for none, but you can see the wheel turning back in favor of Top Esports. If they're able to get on top of these carries, like you mentioned, there's just not a lot Rare Adam can do. Don't gain anything else out of it. They just test the water a little bit. They're going to miss the dredge line here from Zhuo. Bit of poke coming out from Jackie Love as they pop down a little bit of a dredge line to try and set up this fight. They will get the kill down. And look at iBoy. He just can't go anywhere. Gets himself over the wall and kick back to keep himself alive, flashing away. Everyone's just on their full retreat right now. Good shock blast from the side of RA and Cube to keep this damage a little bit even, but already Top Esports starting to turn the wheel, starting to get themselves on top of these carries and make life very difficult.
They just keep running at them. That's all they have to do, just run forwards. And it's like, you know, Zora tries to stop them, but he just ends up getting taken down. And then they keep charging. And then Rare Random escape. And they're like, okay, let's throw some poke in return. And then Top Esports back off. And that's how these things have been going back and forth. And it just feels like Top Esports are constantly threatening to just run them down. And so much respect has to be given. We see similar situation here. Joe's running forwards. We see Top Esports once again zoom in a bit of a flank position. And the Leona's just a sacrifice because no one else from Rare can step forward. iBoy tries to step forward and nearly pays for it with his life. A kick from Leanne to get him away. And basically everything used from iBoy gets him out. But I mean, this is a horrific position to be in.
They're going for it. They're going to try and burn this one down. 2,000 HP. It's going to be Zora trying to sacrifice himself. The Baron will be taken. The support will be sacrificed. iBoy just trying to see if he can keep himself alive. Maybe trade this one back. He will not be able to. And now Leanne in a lot of trouble. The Heartbreaker over the wall. You can see him. He's not quite able to get over to the ward to hop himself away. The Heartbreaker back on top of him. And he will fall. You get out with only 2 of your Barons. I don't know if that one's worth it, Chief. Though, as the Dragon has been started. They're looking to try and see if they can take him. That's a great solar flare onto Zhuo as they try and just burst him down. Jackie Love gets away. The Dragon goes over in favor of RA. They're now on Soul Point. The fight has sort of started. Hasn't really gone anywhere just yet. Zoom needs to get himself backed away. They're going to jump on the Zora, who gets killed off, but they have killed Knight. Knight is dead, as well is the Nautilus, but they've traded back, and now iBoy jumping straight in onto the back line. Zoom goes golden, but against 2, there's nowhere for you to run. They still have 2 Baron buffs. Triple kill for iBoy, and most importantly for RA, they get themselves the Dragon as well.
And they might actually just look for the end here. There's 3 alive. All of them do a huge amount of damage to turrets, and the massive spawn timers for Top Esports. RA might have just done it. This might just be the 2-0 to start up the split.
One big fight was all RA needed. They got Top Esports into a bad position. They've kept the minion wave alive. The inhibitor goes down. 13 seconds until the TN has spawned. They've got a couple of seconds left onto this Nautilus, but he will not survive very, very long. Nexus turret number 1 does end up falling. Nexus turret number 2 is next to go. They're going to focus down the Nexus. Cube goes in. He's got the shield, and now the rest of Top Esports are alive. They're going to get one more. iBoy tries to keep himself alive. One more auto attack will do it. No! They haven't done it! They haven't done it. Less than 100 HP, and they weren't able to get down the Nexus. Top Esports survive.
Now, if you kill them, they'll still end.
Well, the Nexus has almost fully regened all its HP from 80 to 100. From 0 to 100, they've got themselves all the way back to the top. But now, you have to go one last fight. Here we go. They're going to try and end this one right here, right now. It's going to be Leanne going down first, but he's got himself the Chem Soul. They haven't got themselves onto the Nexus just yet, so they will lose 2 people, but they can't end the game. Top Esports found exactly what they needed. They got out when they needed to, and that's going to be 2 quick kills. But I still think Top Esports can leave their base.
It's still precarious. They need the inhib back up, but I mean, they kill Leon. Leon respawns. They kill him again. Now he's just dead twice, I guess. Zora too. You could see that Rare Adam were like, look, we have the Chemtech Soul. This thing is so broken. We can just march mid and they can't win a fight. And then they kind of realize, oh, wait.
Wait, never mind. They're Gwen and Tryndamere in the late game.
Yeah, we lost like 80% of the fights this game because we just ran at them. Why don't we, maybe that isn't the solution. So we'll slow things down a bit. Top Esports have some life.
They have options.
Yeah.
They have options. Like, again, like, this is the thing. We are late enough into the game. It's coming up to 35 minutes. These death timers are significant. And just to make sure you're also aware, your death timer doesn't start counting until after the Chem Baron soul has taken after its effect. So when you respawn and then you die, that's when the timer starts going down. So it's a little bit of an extra kind of setup for you if you're able to get those kills. So it's not as clear cut here for Rare Adam, and with the Ziggs, you have so much wave clear. Actually, everyone on the side of Top Esports has so much wave clear. Honestly, I think they're going to have to wait for Elder, and even then, I don't even know if it's that clear cut.
Yeah, things are still very much the knife edge. The thing is, we had that fight that Rare Adam won, and it was kind of because they were able to land the poke. Top Esports weren't able to get on them initially, and then they have really strong scaling carries, don't get me wrong. Like, Corki and the Kite in particular scale just so incredibly well, but it just depends how they play out. It's not clear-cut at this point. The Chemtech Soul just put things heavily in RA's favor. But at the end of the day, like, if Zora gets caught out and dies, and then dies again, it doesn't matter if he has the Chemtech Soul, right?
You see this poke doing less and less the longer this game goes on. Tien getting tanky, has himself the Sterex, the GA. There is a ward, and they may look to try and just go in on top of this, but they have no inhibitors just yet, so it would have to be the inhibitor and the Nexus. You would need a lot of time in order to take down both those. So, honestly, like,
I love it, but oh my lord, it'd be such a flip.
It's such a flip, but it's honestly, like, you double TP people in, you need to make sure that you're going to be drawing the rest of Top Esports. Basically, as long as Top Esports are beyond the halfway point of the river, that's where you have an opportunity. But you can see them pinging it. They're looking for it.
Chemtech's so broken for backdoors because not only do you, like, if you're trying to kill the Nexus, if they kill you, they have to kill you again. But also, if you're trying to stop them from recalling, it's so annoying. Like, you have a Leona who's trying to stop your recalls, you kill her, and then she's still stopping you from recalling. It's really infuriating. Well, so we'll see. That control ward's still there. Spectators keep looking over at it.
I mean, honestly, they're waiting as much as we are. We can see the pings. Look at the pings on the map. They're saying, go for these two objectives. We need to try and get something. I will say Knight and Zoom are hovering around, so they know that something is up. Minute until Baron spawns. That will be the third of the game for Rare Adam if they are able to get it. Rare Adam now pushing into mid, just keeping their lanes in order. They still have a tier 2 on bot side, which they haven't taken, and the poke isn't doing as much as I mentioned earlier. There is a stopwatch onto Cube as well. Very important to notice. They actually have an Oblivion Orb as well on the Strife, so he's looking just to try and get the healing reduction down. I actually quite like that pickup from him. Not a lot of healing reduction available to anybody, really, on the side of Rare Adam. And again, you got to keep resetting if you're Top Esports. You can't leave your base. It's so difficult.
Yeah, I think, Rare Adam are trying to clear out vision as well as they can, because death threat comes from them being in the fog of war, right? If you can't see Cube and Strive, that is the issue. So by clearing out the vision, set themselves up, don't allow any, potential flanks to come in from Zoom or whatever. They're playing for this Baron, and they want Top Esports to pull out of the base. They want them to pull away so they can potentially threaten the back door, or so they can win a fight. But either way, Strive moving down. He's going to grab the blue buff. He still has the control ward. He can still TP in. It's good.
There we go.
They're both
there we go. They're going to double TP in. They're going to go for it. They're going to pull the bluff. And now it's just about keeping everyone from recalling. Like you mentioned, here we go. Knight has gotten himself back. They're going to be able to get him all the way down. Now he has no undying rage. He's going to try and chunk them all out, but I don't think he can do it. I think RA are going to take it. I think RA with the backdoor double TP 2-0 over Top Esports.
Oh my lord, what a game, what a backdoor. They were waiting so long for the opportunity. They instantly pulled the trigger. The Chemtech Soul's there to guarantee they'd be able to take it down, even if they did manage to kill them. Oh, I didn't expect it. I'm just going to flip straight out and say it. Top Esports coming off a Demacia Cup win. And Rare Adam didn't even make it out of groups. Didn't even beat another team in the LPL. They lost to IG and LGD, and then they come out with a stormer in this one.
What a way to start.